You probably guessed from the title of this video, but today I'm going to be doing a massive spring Primark haul. I went in there the other day just to get a few bits for work because, you know, and you're just sort of wandering around the office and you're thinking, oh, I really need some new clothes. Well, that's what I've been like lately. So I dragged Dan to Primark, reluctantly, kicking and screaming, but well. And I bought a bit more than I'd planned to, but it wasn't too bad. I ended up spending, I've got the receipt here, £83, which is the most I've spent in Primark in a very long time. It just goes to show how good their stuff is at the moment, and I love stocking up when a new season's coming about because there's just so many styles and trends that you just need to get your hands on before everyone else does. Am I the only one that thinks like that? Is that bad? I don't know. But anyway, onto the haul. I'm going to try not to speak too much because we're here for clothes. It's very serious business. First of all, I'll show you what I intended to buy in the first place when I stepped into Primark. I'm absolutely obsessed with patent shoes, particularly this style. So they're kind of like in a brogue style, but they're more like pumps than brogues. Recently, every single pair of patent brogues I buy really hurt my feet, and I think it's because I've been buying some more expensive patent shoes, so it's like real leather, and it's too strong for my feet. I've got really narrow feet, and so any shoes I buy tend to just sort of slip off the back, and then as they're slipping back and forth I'm getting blisters. And so I thought, right, I'll just buy some cheap ones and then they'll be softer and lower quality, but then that will also mean that hopefully they won't cause so much damage to the back of my heel. That's my mentality anyway. I have worn them once and they almost gave me blisters, but that was walking around London, so I think I did really well actually. And those were only £10, which is such a bargain for an actual pair of shoes. And they may not last forever, but they look of good quality so far, so I'm really happy with those. I don't know what it is about patent shoes, I'm absolutely obsessed with them. I just love anything patent. It's my life. I love patent things. How many times do I want to say patent in that sentence? Maybe once more? Patent? That bag did not want to let go. My next thing that I bought was another pair of shoes. Now, for ages I've been wanting some Chelsea boots. I really like the look of them, but unfortunately they're quite expensive. When you buy the actual Chelsea boots, they can be between 70 to like £200. And I've been keeping an eye on eBay, and I don't know, eBay's a bit difficult because obviously you're normally buying second hand. So either you end up with something that reckons it's new and then it turns up and it's dodgy and of really low quality and you just forked out way too much money for it. Or you buy something second hand and you kind of have to live with the fact that someone else has worn them, and so there's wear and tear and scuffs that you didn't create, and that really bugs me. So I have been keeping my eye out on eBay, but the price has just been getting too high for my liking for some worn shoes. So I just sort of bit the bullet and got a pair of Primark Chelsea boots. Now I have worn these 4 times. I bought them on Saturday and I wore them Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's why they look a bit worn. But these are absolutely gorgeous and they're really comfy. I was a bit worried to wear these because, as I was saying, I do get blisters quite easily wearing shoes because of the shape of my feet. But these are absolutely fine. I've had no issues and it just doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. Normally with sort of, well, with real leather boots, they can be quite tough to start with and you've really got to break them in. Whereas from the second I put these on, obviously they're not real leather and that will be why, but it just felt like my feet were like I was wearing air, if that makes any sense. Like, yeah, it just felt really, really comfortable. And I've worn these once to London. I've had a busy week in London this week, and I wore these once to London and they were just so comfy and I had no issues with them at all. Everyone's been giving me compliments on them and asking where I got them from, and they were only £10, so you really can't complain, can you? As you can see, they have started to show a bit of wear, and that is because they are obviously of lower quality. But I don't actually mind that because they look a bit vintagey and just, yeah, that worn look, and I do actually quite like that, so I'm definitely not complaining. They look much better on, which you'll see now. The thing I bought was completely unintentional. However, I have been saying that I need a new spring coat because in the mornings for work, it takes me an hour from my house to get to work, and included in that is a 15-minute train journey. So that means about 45 minutes walking for me in the morning, which I really, really enjoy, and I do like walking and it's nice to just get some fresh air before you get to work. However, I get really, really hot when I walk. I'm just a really like warm-blooded person. I don't think that's, or is it cold-blooded when you get warm? I don't know. But I'm just a really naturally warm person, and I this is a bit gross, but like I do get quite sweaty quite easily. And recently I've been wearing my raincoat to work every week, which has been fine when it was a bit colder, but as the weather started to heaten up a bit, I was coming to work and being a bit like airing myself out when I get to my desk. So I needed a new spring jacket because it's not quite warm enough yet to just go in a t-shirt. Like, you've got to have some form of jacket, but I just didn't have anything light enough. So I did kind of have a little look in the jacket section, and I wasn't intending to buy anything, but then I found something and Dan was with me and he was being the little devil on my shoulder and telling me to buy it, so I did. Now obviously you'll see this much better when you see it tried on, but it's basically a baby blue MAC style really light jacket, and it's just a really nice pastel-y baby blue. You can see I've worn it, this is the elbow marks. It's got some nice detail at the back, so it looks like there are like 2 layers at the back, and I really like that style because it's just a bit slouchy and it's not all skin tight at the back, which I don't like in a jacket. It comes down to mid-thigh, I would say. It doesn't have any fastenings, which is probably my only issue with it, because I do like to do my jackets up when I'm wearing them, but you know, in the wind I just tend to hold the other side of it, and the other side is like clamped under my arm, so it's not really the end of the world, just personal preference. I'd like to have a fasten, but can't get everything, can we? Got some really nice buckle detail on the sleeve as well. These are adjustable. One thing I did find though was that the other day I was looking in my bag and I noticed that this had actually luckily fallen into my bag, but I just had absolutely no idea that it had done that. So these are quite, so I'm always kind of absent-mindedly checking that these are fastened, because I think they must be quite easy to undo. Having said that, I'm finally, yeah, there we go. You've literally just got to pull it and then it undoes, so just something to keep in mind. Some nice pockets as well. These are always really handy in coats for me, because I always need somewhere to put my phone or my keys or my key fob for work. It's just always handy to know that you've got a pocket in your jacket. It's also got some nice detail here where you can tighten this or loosen it depending on how you like it done, and this is at the back, so this makes this look a bit more ruched if you like it like that. And around the edges of the coat is also this waterfall style, if you can see that, and that's really nice. So when I'm walking and it's flowing, I just think it looks really pretty, and I've been wearing this for work every day this week, so I'm very impressed. This is only £25. Now at first, because we're in Primark, I did think that was a bit steep, but then I thought about it and I thought, you know what, I know if I bought this from a more high-end shop, well not high-end, but high street shop like Topshop or Zara, this would be £50 upwards, so really £25 for a jacket isn't bad at all, and it is of good quality. I bought, I probably didn't need, but I'm a sucker for stripes, and if I go shopping and don't buy stripes, did I even go shopping? This one is just a plain stripy t-shirt but with some detailing, which I'm absolutely in love with. So it's got this kind of bell sleeve at the ends, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this style at the moment. I think it looks really pretty. It's got a really pretty bow on it as well. I wore this to work this week, and although it was a bit annoying because like when I was washing up my plate at some point in the day, it got a bit wet on the sleeve. I don't really care because it's just something you get used to, isn't it? And everyone gave me compliments when I wore this as well, because it's very basic, but at the same time with the sleeves, it just makes it a bit different and a bit quirky. So I really like this. This top was only £8 as well, so that's another bargain, I think. You can never have too much stripes in your wardrobe. Well, I can't anyway. Is absolutely perfect for work. I have about 5 of this style top ready in different colours and with different patterns, so I didn't really need it, but I did. This is a really nice baby pink smart jumper shirt thing, and it's 2-in-1. So it has the look of having a shirt underneath a jumper without all the faff of having like a crease shirt under your jumper, which is just the worst in my opinion. When you put a nice jumper on and then you put a shirt underneath and you can just see all the creases underneath, and it's not a good time. So I end up just being lazy and buying the 2-in-1s because I just think it looks better when it's all sewn in. As I say, I have got a few of these already, but all the other ones are sort of in black, grey and black and white stripes, so This is a little bit different to what I have been getting, and the reason I love these so much is the material of the shirt. I don't know what sort of material it is, but it's like a stretchy material. So I do have a couple of others of these from the shops. I think they might be from New Look, and they're just not as nice, funnily enough. Stretchy material, I don't know what it is about it, but it's just really comfy and soft, whereas the other ones are sort of a material that makes me sweat. I'm not explaining this very well at all, but basically I prefer the Primark versions of these tops because they're just so nice and soft and comfortable. They don't crease either when you're wearing them, which is really important because there's nothing worse than sitting at your desk and then you stand up to get a coffee or something and you've got creases all around your belly from where the top's folded as you've been sat, and you just walk around like, I don't know, a tramp all day. A tramp in a shirt. Another thing I love about this as well is that it buttons up at the back, because another thing is when I bought these 2-in-1 shirt jumpers from other places, they tend to have zips at the back, but I have a really big head. I'm not even gonna lie, I just have a huge head. So I'll have done my makeup in the morning and then I go to pull it on and I pull it and rub it all across my foundation and I end up with orange lines, which is just gross and it's not a good time, and it stains and you just walk around like looking disgusting all day. So the buttons on the back mean I can fit my gigantic head through the neck without having to get foundation all over the collar, which is a massive thumbs up for me. Whoever designed this clearly knows the struggles of having a massive head. So yeah, I really like this. I think the colour's really complementary to my hair, and I just think it's a really nice spring transitional piece. Because it's a 2-in-1 as well, it also means that you don't have to put on another layer. That makes it another perfect item for spring. And this was only £12. So you could have bought a jumper and a shirt, but that probably would have cost at least double if not more, so bargain. This next item I haven't actually worn yet. This will go perfect with my new coat. It's a shirt, sort of, it looks a bit like denim, but it's not. It's sort of a denim style peplum shirt, and I just think it's really cute. The only reason I haven't worn this yet is, as I've said before, I'm quite a sweaty person, and I'm just worried about sweating on the way to work because it's such a light colour. But I will gain the courage and I'll walk to work and it'll be fine. But I really like the style of this. I just think it's really cute, and it's a nice pastel-y colour for spring, and denim's definitely come in at the moment and peplum shirts have come back in, which I'm really happy about because I love the peplum style. But I have just sold a lot of peplum items on my eBay, so damn, I'll just have to buy some more. They have loads of different styles of this shirt. They had them in gingham as well as other colours, and I think they had embroidered ones as well. And I wanted to buy several, but I just wanted to make sure that this particular style looks good on me. If you know me in person, you probably know, or you know, if I've told you, I'm not really a massive fan of having a really full bust, which, I mean, I don't have an abnormally large bust, but it does annoy me a little bit. And so this style of shirt will highlight that, so it's another thing that I'll kind of have to push myself to wear it. I really like it, and I've seen other people wear it and it looks gorgeous on them. It's just, yeah, I've got to build up the courage to wear it myself and to love myself in it, so we'll see. I also really love the silver button detail on these. Dan actually didn't like this because I don't know why, but he didn't like the silver buttons, but I just think they're really cute. I think plain white or plain black ones would have completely taken away the detail of this shirt, so I really like it. This shirt's only £10, and I have looked in other shops recently and they're selling very similar, if not the same shirt, for about 20 quid, 30 quid, 40 quid, so definitely a bargain. My last thing that I bought from Primark was this really nice slouch jumper slash t-shirt. Really good description there. On the front it says Upper East Side, NYC, Manhattan, Central Park / 5th Avenue. It's got nothing on the back, so I just think it's a really nice basic oversized top. And the reason I got this is because I've recently started dancing again with a dance group from back home, and it's really good fun, but I have just been wearing like gym clothes to go to the dance sessions because I don't have any dance clothes anymore. And that's fine, but like there are times where I sort of catch myself in some weird pose in the mirror and I'm like, need to get some baggy workout clothes, I think. Yeah, it's nothing to do with like me being unbody confident, it's just I prefer to wear baggy clothes when I'm doing a dance routine and things, just because it makes me feel more comfortable and more free to move without feeling self-conscious, and when you're dancing in front of a huge mirror, you don't want to see any of that. So yeah, I wanted a nice slouchy top, and this would also be really, really nice to wear in bed as well, which I'm resisting the urge to do because I've said to myself this is a dance top, so I can't wear it to bed, but it would just make the cutest little nightie. It's nice and long, and it probably comes up to my upper thigh. This one was only £8. I think that's really, really good for something that's quite thick, and it's quite a nice material, but also it's just really, really nice to lounge around in. My big spring Primark haul. I hope you like this video, and I really hope that I've given you some spring inspiration, and I'm sure you're already one step out the door going to Primark right now. There were just so many things I wanted in there. There was so much gingham print, which I'm dying to get my hands on some, but yeah, once I realised how much I'd spent, which was £83, I kind of reined myself in and was like, no, no more. So there was a lot more that I did have in my hands that I had to put back, but these were my top picks, and I think I've explained to you why. And I really hope you like the try on part of this video as well. That's new for me. Talking about clothes is new for me on this channel. So I'd really like to know what you think. If you've had any other spring items, anything with gingham, please link me, because yeah, I'm obsessed and I need to get my hands on some. Please comment below and let me know what you think of this video. Also, please give this video a massive thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. And this t-shirt